Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. UEM Group Managing Director Dato' Mohd Izani Ghani is leaving the engineering-based infrastructure company to take over as the Managing Director of MAHB. This confirms the Edge Malaysia Weekly's report on June 17th. MAHB's MD seat was left vacant after the departure of Dato' Sri Iskandar Mizal Mahmud last October. According to a filing, Mohd Izani's appointment to the Airport Operators Board is effective tomorrow. Mohd Izani has served UEM Group, a subsidiary of Khazanah National, for nearly 6 years, since he was first appointed as an executive director in January 2019. Prior to that, he was the executive director for Khazanah's investment division and a former chief financial officer there. At the same time, MAHB has promoted Zeid Abdul, who has been with the airport's operator since 2014, as its new CFO effective tomorrow. Zeid was credited with having played a pivotal role in leading talks and securing MAHB's operating rights for 45 years under the new operating agreements with Putrajaya. He is succeeding Muhammad Rastam Shahrum, who stepped down from his role today to pursue a new career opportunity. Muhammad Rastam had been serving the airport's operator as its acting group CEO since October 2023. The Malaysian arm of Kuwait's finance house affirmed that it will withdraw from the Malaysian market as part of the Middle Eastern Group's international business strategic review to focus and expand in regional markets. This confirms a report by The Edge Malaysia earlier today that, citing sources, said Malaysia's first foreign Islamic lender was planning an exit to focus entirely on the Middle East. In a statement, Kuwait Finance House Malaysia said it will be winding down despite being profitable and solvent. Its acting CEO Ida Aizon Hussein noted that the lender's primary focus is to facilitate a smooth transition, reflecting its deep appreciation for the business partnerships that it has developed in Malaysia after 19 years of operation. To ensure a smooth transition, KFH Malaysia is exploring the potential sale of certain portfolio segments to prospective buyer or buyers, all subject to regulatory approvals. It said the entire process will adhere strictly to Malaysia's regulatory frameworks, ensuring compliance with Sharia principles, and does not foresee any service disruptions to clients, employees and partners. KFH Malaysia is wholly owned by Kuwait Finance House, the largest bank in Kuwait and the second largest Islamic bank in the world. CelcomDigi said it has submitted its proposal for the deployment of Malaysia's second 5G network to the industry regulator. Its CEO Dato' Idham Nawawi said in a statement, the proposal to the MCMC sets out to build the most advanced 5G network. He said the telecommunications company believes that it has submitted a compelling case to deploy Malaysia's second 5G network, either alone or in partnership with others. He did not elaborate on the proposal. CelcomDigi believes that with its 30-year track record in rolling out mobile infrastructure projects, it has an opportunity to capitalize and build on the existing solid infrastructure, financial strength and the robust ecosystem that it has invested in. So far, CelcomDigi is the only telco that publicly expressed its interest in leading the second 5G network, after completing its share subscription of a 16.3% stake in DNB's single wholesale network model last month. Earlier this month, Digital Minister Gobind Singh Teo said the process of selecting the telcos for the transition to the 5G dual wholesale network model is expected to be completed by the end of this year. Retirement Fund Inc., better known as KWAP, reported its net income jumped nearly 37 times in FY 2023. Net income totaled 9.7 billion ringgit, the second highest since the public sector pension fund's inception in 2007, compared to 263 million ringgit in FY 2022. Total fund investment returns stood at 8.2% for the year. Its CEO Dato' Nik Amlizan Mohamad said the performance validates the effectiveness of KWAP's investment model to generate sustainable returns for its stakeholders. In terms of asset classes and by time-weighted rates of return, KWAP's public equity investments recorded 11%, private equity delivered 7.9% and fixed income achieved 6.2%. The infrastructure portfolio, meanwhile, delivered a 5.2% return and the real estate portfolio 3.5%. Low base of comparison effect also magnified the huge jump in net income for 2023, as 2022 was such a challenging year, not just for Malaysia but also globally, as noted by KWAP Chief Investment Officer Hazman Hilmi Salahuddin. As for fund size, the 2023 figure was 169.8 billion ringgit, 7.4% higher than the 158.1 billion ringgit in 2022, after taking into account withdrawals totaling 3 billion ringgit by the government to partially finance its pension liabilities. Lotte Chemical Titan Holdings, or LCT, booked a narrower loss of 248.9 million ringgit compared to 313.5 million ringgit a year earlier. That's its 9th consecutive quarterly loss. The lower losses came as the olefins and polyolefins producer booked lower gross negative margin amid reduced sales volume and lower write-down of inventories to their net realizable value. Revenue for the quarter dropped 4.3% to 1.78 billion ringgit, mainly due to scheduled statutory maintenance, which resulted in lower sales volume. The group said it would have reduced its losses even more if not for an increase of share of losses from an associate, Lotte Chemical USA Corp. Going forward, LCT President and CEO Park Yeon-chul said the group will continue to optimize its production utilization rate in the coming period. He said it will remain focused on enhancing production output and effective cash flow management to align with its business strategy in sustaining its market position. Additionally, the construction of the Lotte Chemical Indonesia New Ethylene project in Merah, Indonesia is progressing on schedule and should be completed by 2025. Once completed, the project will expand the group's total production capacity by 65%.